What's up, guys? You know who it is, you know what it is. Tommy Van Zen, aka DJLX STARR at TOKSIK Entertainment, Toxic Entertainment. Alright, today we're going to talk about how to price gigs or events, however you want to say that. I surf YouTube sometimes and hear what other people have to say. A lot of guys have some good advice, some guys have crappy advice, man. I mean, just full of it. Me, myself, the way I go about pricing my events. Again, I don't call them gigs. Gigs are something you do once in a while. Events are something you do all the time. When I'm pricing an event, the very first thing I look at is what type of event am I getting myself into, okay? You don't price a house party like you would price a wedding. You don't price a wedding how you would negotiate to DJ in the club. You see what I'm saying? It's all different. You have a lot of people who will tell you, like when you're doing a wedding, they'll say, oh, $1,000, I charge $1,500. Bullshit. I'm here to tell you right now. And those who are doing that, I promise you, they don't get a lot of work at all. I promise you. Because a lot of the business that you're going to get is, websites and all that is great. But a lot of business that you're going to get, I promise you, more than 50% of your business will be through word of mouth, through someone else you've done something for. Now, you might get one person who sky's the limit for the wedding. They're going to pay $1,500, $1,100, whatever for the DJ. But their friend who's getting married next month or next year, whatever, might not be able to pay that. So when they tell them how much you charge them, you pretty much lost that one. You don't want to be one of those guys who charges a lot of money, but you don't do a lot of business. I'd rather charge low and get a lot of business. At the end of the day, who's winning? It's a no-brainer, really. Now, how I normally will price them, I price everything at $100 an hour. Don't be one of these guys who listen to people who tell you, oh, well, you're new, you can't jump out. Damn that. My very first event that I ever did, I charged $700. I was there for 5 hours, okay? Now, and I did a great job too, and they even passed me on to other people. But as time went on, I started to learn more about the business side of it and everything. So what I normally do now, and you can do this too, if you have like a 4-hour event, okay, a corporate event, okay, you want to charge $100 an hour, okay? That's $400 an hour. $100 an hour is $400. Now, what I would normally do is say, hey, I'll talk to the client and say, I normally charge $100 an hour for this, but we're running a special right now to where we're doing $100 an hour, but you get 1 hour free. Now, you can do that either two ways. You can either take the $300 for the 4 hours, or you can give them $400 and give them an extra hour, meaning they'll have 5 hours. Me, myself, I recommend that you go for the 300 for 4, because 5 hours can be long. And when you're dealing with corporate events, and most events, they're usually at a place where they're in at a certain time and have to be out by a certain time. So you don't want to, run the time over or risk losing the client. Okay, so you always want to go, high but go low at the same time. Now, if I'm doing something like a wedding, okay, I'll keep a wedding this flat. I'll just keep it between $750, $800. You don't have to break the bank just because it's a wedding. The people getting married aren't stupid. You know what I'm saying? They're very, very well aware that DJs like to charge a lot because it's a wedding. Photographers like to charge a lot because it's a wedding. Don't be one of those guys, because they're not dumb. Even if they go along with it, they're not going to pass you on to the next person, because chances are friends know friends who can afford certain things, who can't afford certain things, okay? And some of them, and you'd be amazed, some people who have a lot of money still won't pay for that crap because they're not dumb. They know you're ripping them off, okay? So stick somewhere $750, $800. Why go for the big number just to get now and nothing in the next month or so? We can go with the low number and continually get passed off to other people. It's more business, and it works, man. And I do it all the time. It works. I travel all over the United States with this thing, and anytime I can go out the country, I go. But a lot of the connections that I made are through word of mouth. My website and all that brings me good traffic. My agent brought me a lot of good traffic, but majority of the work came through word of mouth. That's no lie. Now, also with pricing events, you have to at the same time know what you're worth. See, there's a lot of things that come into play. Know what you're worth. You know, if you're one of those DJs, you know, you transition all right, just enough to get you by, I mean, then obviously you don't want to jump out there with the $100 an hour thing. Maybe you might want to go 75. Maybe you might want to go 60. I don't recommend 60. I recommend to at least 70. Get something out of it. Because at the same time, you're getting on-job training as well, and you'll be much better for the next event. And even when you go in and you feel like you don't, know everything, confidence is everything. Be confident. Walk in knowing I got this. I can do this. And eventually everything that you have up here will radiate out here. It'll be easier for you. Don't go into anything nervous. And you guys who are DJing in the clubs, stop letting the club owners tell you what you're worth. Go in and tell them what you're worth. Especially if you now, obviously if it's your first time doing the club, then you can't do that. But if you have a lot of events under your belt and you've never done the club, but you rock some good events with a great amount of people in them, go in there and let them know what you're worth. Put up a video portfolio together. Get your references. Go in there and slap it on the table and let them know what you're worth and what you want. That's the only way you're going to get what you want. Okay? The name of the game is to get what you want, not get what's given to you. Sit those guys down, let them know I'm worth this, I'm worth that. Don't sit there and, second guess yourself or take the back seat because this guy wants to give you this. Because a lot of these club owners, they'll have you sitting there spinning your ass off for a lot of hours for only $100 a night. I'm telling you, I know DJs that are going through it right now because they wouldn't listen to what I had to tell them. I'm not getting out of my bed for $100. I wouldn't even talk to you on the phone very long for $100. Hello? Yeah, what kind of event? How much? 100. What? Click in the conversation. Because the way I look at it, this is heavy work that I'm doing. I gotta bring this stuff in. I gotta set it up. I gotta entertain the crowd, read the crowd. When it's done, I gotta tear it down. There's a lot going on. So I'm not gonna talk to you for $100. For the whole night, I'm just not gonna talk to you. It's pointless. They're not the one that's DJing. They're the one that's sitting back, caking off and getting the money at the end of the night, counting you off $100 out of like a $10,000, $20,000 billfold, and you're sitting there like, damn. All I get is $100 because that's all you let them negotiate you for. Notice I said let them negotiate you for. You have to negotiate with them. Get what you're worth, and don't lay down for anybody and let anybody tell you what you're worth. If you feel like you're worth $1,000, then damn it, go in and get $1,000. Don't think you're worth $1,000 and go in and negotiate for $100. Kind of stupid, isn't it? So so out of everything. Just be smart with the business. This is still business. Be smart. The name of the game is to get the money, but do it without ripping people off. And remember, word of mouth is everything. It can make or totally destroy you. Trust me. And as far as getting events go, I'm happy to announce that we're launching our own firm. That's right. Platinum Event Staffing. Our websites are being made right now. They should be up and running within the next few weeks or so. But you don't have to wait till then. If you find us through any other publication, there are other things you got to go through, to get signed on with us. Because as I said, I DJ all over the United States and places in other countries as well. And I have very vast connects, and the agents that I have employed for me, they're very good at what they do. We'll take care of you. We're going to get you nothing but paid events. No free stuff. Only time we get you freebies is if it's good promo for you, something with a big name attached to it. But if you want to get on board, you need to like, you need to subscribe, then you need to email me at toxicent@gmail.com. That's TOKSIKENT@gmail.com. It'll be at the bottom. The link will be at the bottom where you can email me. When you email me, leave me all your contact info and I will hit you back ASAP as soon as you leave it. Like I said, like, subscribe, email. It's that easy. Like, subscribe, email. I got to excuse me, that's my daughter in the back. Like, subscribe, email. And I will get back to you guys. And like I said, negotiate for what you're worth. Don't let them negotiate you, okay? This is business, okay? Talk to you guys later. Tommy Vincent, aka DJ LX STARR. Peace. You just really is gonna talk to my video, right? Kids, what can you do?